So, hello guys and welcome to this new video. Today I'm here to present to you my 20 Hz sand stream handler, as I like to call it. This is a simple design I came up with, I think a couple of weeks ago already. Again, I'm just recording now because holidays and stuff. And yeah, I would just like to show this to you guys. But before I go into what it is and that kind of stuff, I should just demonstrate it for a second. So yeah, as you can tell, we have a fill clock right here, which summons 20 sand per second at this location. Also, it removes any sand which may stack on top of here, but that's just a safety measure. I can also turn it off, like that. So yeah, basically we have sand falling down. It gets spawned 20 times per second, it falls down, and we basically convert it into a 10 high bulk conveyor. And as you can tell right here, the sand is, the machine is triggering every 0.5 seconds for 10 sand, so that fits. So in other words, no sand is being lost. It goes into a 10 high conveyor, which triggers every 0.5 seconds. So that's really nice. We can that basically means that we can take, I'm doing it wrong. That's what I want. Like that. Let's turn this machine off because it's noisy. So, I think that's really nice because as you could see, like, actually I'm going to turn it on again quickly just to show you guys. But now there's a hole there, so it won't actually trigger. This is how fast the 20 hertz sand stream actually falls. Like, it's extremely fast. And I'm actually really happy that the relatively simple machine like this can actually handle it. So anyway, I'll quickly show you how it works. It's not that complicated. We just detect when there's sand. Then after 2 game ticks, or actually I think 1 because sand is 1, because of like precise redstone timings, this piston will trigger and instantly unpower these sticky pistons, which retracted. And then a bit later, after these repeaters trigger, it will basically power these pistons, which push the sand to the sides. And then these retract, and then these extend again. After basically this piston puts this block back into its old position. And of course there's a, yeah, there's that under there. So that's how that works. Pretty simple machine. I will include a schematic for this one, for the 10 high one. One main thing you have to take into account, of course, is the distance in between the spawning point and this. This one spawns at 94.0. That's high, which the sand spawns, and it falls to 56.0. So in other words, with this design you need to have 28? No, 38 I think. Yes, you need 38 blocks in between your floor and the floor at which your sand falls from. So that's a pretty high distance, but if you don't do that, then the sand will just immediately stack up really far. Now, I would also like to show you that this design is pretty customizable. You can make very similar designs for other kinds of bulk conveyors. For example, if you want a 8 high bulk conveyor, it's actually really, really simple. We just do this. Now we're getting the sand from 36 blocks, and as you can tell, it's going a lot faster, but it's only using the 8 bottom pistons. And if you look at it like over here, then we can tell that indeed it's fitting a 4 redstone tick block. So yeah, basically we again are not losing any sand, so that's really nice. Let's turn it off again. And if you have other plans with this for yourself, then I advise you to actually just use some kind of tickspeed mod. That's how I built this thing. I will link to Panda's tickspeed mod down in the description. That's just the one I use, but there's also other alternatives out there which have pros and cons to them. So I'm not saying that that's the best. It's just I'm just too lazy to install new ones. So yeah, let's quickly show it again, and then I can show you what you can do with tickspeed mod, or any kind of tickspeed mod. So basically, if you go tickspeed 1, basically like this, you can really easily tell how far the sand stacks up every tick. Say we go back to our 10 high design. Quickly gonna turn it off. And then do this, and then this, and then... Alright, so as you can tell now it stacks up 4, and then 6 again. And then it and then all these fall down again, and so on and so forth. So basically, using those measurements, you can kind of design your sand handler the way you want it. And I think that's going to be it for this video. There's not too much to talk about. It's a pretty simple machine in the end. I just like it a lot. I like it a lot that the fact that it is possible and that it's also this easy to pull off. Really. I have to say though, this machine will. I thought that I would have to it would become useful, but in the end, it wasn't really useful. I won't need this in what I plan on doing right now. However, today I did build one which I am currently using, which is it's close to this one, but it's not entirely the same. But yeah, like for fast sand handlers, this general design works. That's why I felt like it was important to show, even if I'm not going to use this precise design in the future. So anyway, guys, that's going to be about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Even if you didn't, please leave a rating. And I hope I will see you in another video.